What were the major achievements of the Congress of Racial Equality? Have you ever wondered how grassroots movements can change the course of history? The Congress of Racial Equality, often known as CORE, played a vital role in the civil rights movement in the United States. Let's take a closer look at some of their major achievements. Founded in the early 1940s, CORE was one of the first organizations to adopt nonviolent direct action inspired by the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi. This approach became a defining feature of the civil rights movement, emphasizing peaceful resistance against segregation and discrimination. One of CORE's first significant actions was a successful sit-in at a segregated restaurant in Chicago in 1942. This event challenged public segregation practices in northern cities and set a precedent for similar protests across the country. In 1947, CORE launched the Journey of Reconciliation. This campaign tested segregation laws on interstate buses in southern states. Interracial groups rode buses together through states like Virginia and North Carolina to confront segregation directly. This journey led to arrests and garnered national attention. Fast forward to 1961, CORE organized the Freedom Rides. These rides aimed to challenge segregation in interstate bus terminals across the South. The violent reactions from segregationists drew widespread media coverage, highlighting the injustices of Jim Crow laws and pressuring the federal government to enforce civil rights protections. In the late 1950s and early 1960s, CORE shifted its focus to voter registration drives in the South. They worked tirelessly to help African Americans overcome barriers to voting. These efforts contributed to the broader struggle for political equality and played a role in the passage of the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Another landmark achievement was the Freedom Summer in 1964. CORE was a key organizer of this project in Mississippi, which aimed to register African American voters and establish freedom schools. These schools educated and empowered Black communities. Despite facing violent opposition, this campaign raised awareness of racial injustice and helped spur civil rights legislation. CORE also participated in the historic March on Washington in 1963, where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. This event united various civil rights groups and showcased CORE's leadership within the movement. The strategies and activism of CORE inspired other organizations, such as the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. Their nonviolent protest tactics spread throughout the civil rights movement, influencing countless individuals and groups. From a liberal perspective, CORE's achievements reflected a commitment to racial equality through peaceful, democratic means. They emphasized individual rights, social justice, and the rule of law. Their work helped dismantle legalized segregation and expand civil rights protections, aligning with liberal ideals of fairness and equal opportunity. While CORE's prominence declined after the 1970s and its political orientation shifted, its early years remained a vital chapter in the civil rights movement. CORE demonstrated how principled nonviolent action can challenge injustice and expand democratic freedoms.